don't blame me. Blame technology, because listen, I had nothing to do with that, guys. Jump on the stream again. I apologize. This is a special Saturday morning, Saturday raining, Saturday, the sun wants to come out, live video. So you could say that, okay? So it's a live video. So everybody who was on before, if you can jump on, I'd really appreciate it. Much better. Bye-bye, Junk. What's up, dude? What are you doing, man? How you doing, man? So you like it? I don't sound like a robot. Was I swimming in water, or what? How did it sound? How did it sound? So I'm not gonna mention anything about my video until someone mentions it to me, and then I might introduce her. I'm just not gonna say anything until someone actually says something or someone notices something, you know? It felt like that, right? Okay. So guys, if y'all saw my video yesterday, I got a lot of responses from the video from yesterday, okay? The guy who, oh, are you wondering who she is? I'll introduce her in just a second, guys, okay? So get ready, because I'll introduce her in just a second. I'm waiting for everybody else who was on the other stream to jump off that stream and jump on here. We had a really great crowd a while ago. Now I only got 2 people in this room. Yeah, so far. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna connect to the live stream first on this other computer so I can see myself what I'm talking about, and then we're just gonna get into it, okay, guys? We're just gonna get into it. Yeah, see, people are still in the other chat room. Oh, man. I don't know how to get them off of there. So here's what happened. I launched the other the other video, and what's going on is there's 15 people sitting there thinking it's going to come back on, and they don't realize that I've launched a new one until maybe I delete that one. But you know what? I'm just going to delete it. Let's just go to it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now, guys, so don't blame me for this. So let's talk about yesterday, what happened actually. We were at a house. I was at a house in Fort Worth, Texas, and the lady hired me to do a job. So it was an easy garage clean out. It was no big deal, but she started giving me a lot of good stuff. It was a lot of good stuff, and I got to the point where I was kind of questioning, so I started asking questions, and I'm gonna tell you what she did. She told me, yes, thank you, Ivan. Everybody's telling me that. I sounded like I was underwater. Thank you. She told me she got a divorce, and then the husband was just driving around the block looking for his stuff, and it was just a mess, and I didn't want to record. I was kind of in a bad situation, you know what I mean? That house was very fancy, so we were in a $2.2 million house. I just couldn't show the house. I was kind of nervous. At one point, I was kind of nervous of what was going on. So here's what's going on with the video. I could see what's happening, that the people have jumped on the other video and they're seeing this stream, so it's counting the 15. I don't know how it's happened. So we have 15 people on one stream watching this video and 2 people on this stream watching this video. So exactly, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to introduce you to somebody, and I'm going to talk about one thing that's very important to everybody, and that's health and junk removal. I think it's a primary reason why my knees aren't shot anymore, and the reason I wake up every morning to come to work and not have any pain, and that's because of one reason. A new exercise. It's not even a new exercise. It's been around forever. It's called yoga, okay? So I want to introduce someone to y'all guys, and that's going to be Julianne. Come on down. You're the next contestant. Come on down. Say hi to everybody right here, guys.
Hey, everyone.
So I have some people in this room. I have people in this room that I can't see because this one I shut down. Okay, so we're just going to wing it on this one, and hopefully the questions that they're going to answer on this ain't going to come on this, but we're live on this camera, okay? So I just wanted to talk to you about, see, how are you looking? You looking okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
So guys, and I can't transfer them from this one to that one. I thought yoga was about flexibility. I didn't realize it can help you lose weight. I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad you asked that, brother. Is she looking for a boyfriend? No, she has a boyfriend.
Thank you, though.
You're gonna realize this, Julian. These guys, especially Ivan, he's out there. Okay, Ivan likes to ask these just informal questions. So he's been following me for the last year or 2. I'm not even sure how long, but he's JunkGuys in Supreme. How to do? You know what? We are actually gonna do some of those things. We are actually gonna see. See, it's not counting everybody, but people are coming in really fast. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. I want to talk to you about my journey, and Julianne, she's going to introduce herself first of all. I want you to introduce yourself. tell them who you are and tell them what you do, and tell them about your podcast, because you definitely want to tell them about your podcast in case they want to hear it. So
Absolutely.
it's your floor.
Hi, my name is Julienne, and I'm a yoga instructor here in Dallas, Texas. And I teach at Yoga Pod, where Ricardo goes for yoga, and I guess where you started your yoga journey. But, and so we have all types of hot classes there and regular classes as well. Easy flows for beginners to intermediate to advanced. So there's something for everyone there. And my own personal project, I have a blog. It's called Project Beam, BEEM.com. And that is also the name of my podcast Project Beam, and it's on Spotify, it's on Stitcher as well, and so basically in my podcast I am interviewing other yoga teachers, and we talk about yoga themes during class as yoga instructors. We like to kind of wrap everything up into one tiny thing that we can one tiny topic that we can apply to all of the poses that we make y'all do during class. And so whether it be kind of gratefulness or gratitude or what else have I had, about the body and about the spine and how you're supposed to be aligned. And so we kind of talk about all different topics, whether it be physical or maybe a little bit more spiritual, but we get to kind of dig deep, and it's about 20 minutes long each episode, and that way you can kind of get a little snippet of what a class is like, and so before actually going to class. So
what she said. What she said. Okay, guys. I'm going to tell you what happened with me. I'm wearing the crown because I won the yoga championship, okay? It was in March, and I had mentioned it on my channel before, and people were like, Ricardo, you're losing weight and stuff like that. Well, one of the reasons I lost weight was because of the yoga championship challenge. It was the March Madness, and it was how many people can go to yoga in 30 days and take as many classes as you can. I ended up winning. There's how many members?
There are about 200 members.
200 members. I won first place,
Yeah.
so don't forget it. Okay, so we'll take that off, guys, okay? She teaches at the same yoga place that I go to. She is one of my instructors, but I'm gonna talk about my journey, and then she's gonna just jump in. I just want you to fill in. Just fill in and say something. And if you see something come up and they wanna ask questions, we're having a few bugs here. Let's just answer them. You know what I mean? Let's just answer them, okay? So, I started actually going to Yoga Pod in November, okay? And from November, I've always had knee problems. I've always had back problems. I've always had problems tying my shoes, Julianne. I've had problems getting out of bed. When I got out of bed, it'd be like, you know what I mean? And I've had those problems. And somebody had told me to go to yoga. And I thought it was the gayest shit in the world. You know, I'm thinking, yoga's for chicks. Guys, don't do that. Don't think what you're thinking, because I know you're thinking, Ivan, I know y'all. Yoga is for chicks. That's how I looked at it, okay? So I want you to think about that.
And that's what I love about Yoga Pod is there's so many guys at Yoga Pod.
Yeah, yep, pretty gay. You see what I mean? And look who it is. It's Ivan, who I thought would say that, okay? And I thought it was, but surprisingly, as I'm going to the class, I noticed there's dudes there. There's dudes everywhere. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. Weighing a close 298 pounds, that's what I weighed. I'm weighing at 252 today, this morning. It took me less than 45 days. I honestly lost about 40 pounds in about 45 days. From late November to January, I had already lost all my weight.
And which classes were you taking?
I was taking PodFit. I was with Nina. She was helping me out a lot, and then we were doing private lessons. She was helping me out a lot with that, and it was just the weight was going off. I was eating just as much as I was eating, just the weight was just falling off of me, and I did not know why. But I'll tell you when I knew that yoga was really good for me, Julianne. It's the day I woke up and got out of bed and didn't realize my back wasn't hurting me.
That's amazing.
I mean, guys, listen to this. My ass gets out of bed. I go up, drink me a glass of milk. You know, everybody knows I love milk. I drink in milk, and I go, wait a minute. How did I get out of bed so fast? And then I I start showing off. I start tying my shoes, unlacing them, and tying them up again, and my back is not hurting me. So it was a great experience for me. It was eye-opening, and then I believed in it. You know what I mean? Ken Croft, I'm in Dallas. Paige says yoga saved and extended his career as a pro wrestler. I've seen that. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Just that. I mean, a lot of athletes. I had someone else in the Nike store the other day who was a coach for an athletic team. They're like, thank you so much for teaching yoga, because you're saving my girls that are on this team. And where do you teach? Like, how can we,
awesome.
How can we spread this? And so, yeah, and he was just so thankful, and he was like, keep doing what you're doing. So it's something that you think that you might not need, but even just 20 minutes a day, you don't have to go to an actual class. Find a video on YouTube to try it out before and just see how it makes you feel.
Exactly what you just said. Just getting on. Hopefully I didn't miss Ricardo and Downward Dog. I haven't done Downward Dog yet. I don't know if I'm going to get into it, but I know Julienne, she did bring her mat. We might show off a few moves, okay? We were just practicing. I'm going to hold her with one hand. She's going to do a handstand. We might not show that, okay?
Actually, I have a question. What moves would you like to see or like to have demonstrated? And like, what kind of problems do you need to resolve in your body? Like a tight back, tight hamstrings, tight chest. What do you need?
There you go. Okay, guys, so chime in. Everybody who's on board right now, chime in. If you want to see something happen, she'll show you, or she'll tell you and explain to you hips in general. So Matt, Ann, if you explain yourself, where you're from, Matt, and your website, tight hamstrings, they're coming in quick.
Yeah.
They're going to come in quick. So, Julienne, I mean, take it, man, right there. You got hips in general.
Yeah, so hips, gosh, your hips are just tied. There's like 36 muscles or something tied to your hips. So it's a really important area to focus on. And so, let's see. So really just starting in like, should I do some poses?
Yeah. Just explain it first, and then we'll get into it.
So you want to loosen up your hamstrings and your hips and keep your core really tight to prevent any issues with like knees, hip issues. And so you want to maybe start with cat-cow, which is pretty straightforward. You can imagine it in your head, and we'll show it later. And then downward facing dog, a child's pose, forward fold, going into pigeon pose.
Yeah, you're beyond them right now.
I know, sorry.
This shit just went over their head.
Yeah.
So we have, I want her to explain it, and then we're going to show it. You know what I mean, guys? But I'm going to go back to my journey that I took. In January, I had lost the 40 pounds, 45 plus pounds. And then I was able just to walk a lot better, and then walk the dog now that I got a dog. And I just walked to yoga class. I was driving to yoga class. I started walking to yoga class. It was almost 2 miles. It's 1.8. And, it was just an experience. Now I like to walk just because my knees don't hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when someone says something, hey, get up and go, I get up out of the bed, or I go up and go do it, because I know that my back was at a point. Man, it hurt. Man, I'm telling you, my back used to hurt a lot, and my knees were just horrible. So just honestly, having yoga in my life helped me out so much. It was the positivity. Guys, we talk about this all the time. It's about getting off your ass and going to work, and being good at what you do, right? Feeding your family. One way to feed your family is to do good work. And how do you do good work? You got to be healthy to actually physically go to the front door, ring the doorbell. And I know some of y'all motherfuckers out here are big boys, and when you get out of that car, you're breathing hard, you're walking to the door, ringing the doorbell, then they're asking you to clean out a whole fucking garage, and you're like, holy shit, I'm a fat ass, I'm cleaning out this garage, I have bad knees, I have bad hips, I have bad hamstrings, what can I do? My savior was yoga. My savior was just going in there and throwing my 300-pound body at this journey that I was gonna take, and not knowing if I was gonna get, not having any fucking idea if this shit was gonna work. I had no idea if this was gonna work, but I did it. I talk to a lot of people who ask me how I lost weight, and I tell them yoga, and I said one day I want to do a video about it, and look, I have a professional yoga instructor right here, guys. So we want to show you a few exercises. We're going to go through just a few exercises really fast, and let's talk about the hips in general. So Matt was the first one. We're going to go through the next. Is there cardio? And really quick question: is there cardio in yoga, or is it just stretching?
There's different types of yoga. So if you do vinyasa yoga, it's the one you'll find most often, and there's beginner to intermediate to advanced, of course. So it'll be stretching and strengthening, not so much cardio unless you start to go to the intermediate advanced, where you might have a faster paced flow. But there's so much that you can do when you go really slow. Honestly, you're gonna benefit your body so much more because you're really paying attention to the alignment of your body, which is what's important and what you're trying to correct. I'm sure what you'll do all day long is you're already feeling like you're going, doing a lot of, putting a lot of load on your body.
Oh, a lot.
And so that's why yoga is great, because you're gonna be kind of forgetting about all the external stuff, and you're just gonna be paying attention to the alignment of your shoulders, and oh, maybe my shoulders need to come back a little bit more, or the tilt of your hips. Maybe you have an anterior or posterior tilt, meaning your hips are kind of coming more forward or more backward than they really should be. So as far as the cardio, it just depends on what type of cardio, but you're going to be more stretching and strengthening than anything.
There you go. You know, her explanation of this stuff is one thing to talk about, but then actually showing y'all how what goes down is another thing, okay? Is another thing. So here's what we're going to do. We had Matt, and he was the first one. Is yoga? Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Really quick, we're going to ask this question. Beast Mode, he's here locally, and he says, is yoga good for high blood pressure?
Yes, absolutely. You'll focus a lot on breath during yoga, and so you can learn how to kind of like calm your nerves or lower your blood pressure as you're doing yoga. And it's the most important thing in yoga is breath, and so it's going to be really good for you to learn how to control that and help your blood pressure go down.
Boom, there it is, guys. So here's what we're gonna do really quick, because I have a lot of people who said if she can show us some moves or just in general, just things. So Matt, if you're still there, or it doesn't really matter if you're still there or not, we're gonna show you a few things. You know, going back to this, Julianne, Tom Brady uses yoga.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You know, and Tom Brady, you know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, of course. Everybody knows who Tom Brady is. And he prolonged his career for like 4 or 5 years just because of yoga. And I'm telling you, if it works for him, it works for me. Jesus, I'm not Tom fucking Brady, guys. But it worked. No. Yes. Yes. So Bye Junk is down here. He's from Boston. So he's a big old TB12, Tom Brady 12. That's his number, of course. He's a big old Tom Brady fan. If he does it, and I lost weight doing it, he stays another 5 years playing football.
Why not?
There you go. Exactly. She's jumped in.
At least give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try.
For you, it might not be.
Yeah.
But it can't hurt you. As long as you're, just going with the basics. You don't have to do anything crazy.
Exactly. So here's what we're gonna do. Will you show us hips and a hip, something that can loosen up the hips?
Yeah.
Really quick.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. This is the first time, guys. This is the first time I've ever had a woman in here. In my place. So I'm gonna lean the camera down. We're gonna move this chair, and she's gonna do a few things. Okay. And there we go. I think that's a good view. Look. What do you think of that? Look at that.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good view. So I'll leave this here. Honestly, anywhere where you're at, and I'm gonna just sit here and watch and talk, guys. Go ahead.
All right. So you don't even necessarily need a mat to begin with, but as we go on, you can get one. But so for hips especially, just start in a tabletop position and then cat-cow. So inhale as you lower your belly so that your belly button is going towards the floor. You're lifting your chest, you're lifting your tailbone, and lifting your gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you lift your belly button and start to round your spine up toward the ceiling. So I'm gonna put my hair back.
Go ahead. Someone asked a great question here, because we asked about lowering the blood pressure. Will this help with diabetes?
Yeah, absolutely.
If it helps with high blood pressure, I mean, they were kind of related. They're like cousins.
Yeah, definitely. And as Ricardo is a perfect example of getting that weight down, just using yoga, and it'll spread to so many different areas of your life.
So she's going to show you something for hips, and just keep on talking. Joe, I see what you said. Yes.
So we have cat and we have cow, and then you can come into child's pose. So spreading the knees wide apart from one another, letting the hips come down to your heels, and walking your hands down on the mat, really reaching forward. And as another alternative for child's pose, bring the knees together, and that'll have a different effect on your back, as your back kind of just falls more over to the sides rather than dipping down, and it's just a nice alternative. We have pigeon pose. So this is definitely it can be a little bit more challenging, and so I'll have a modification for this one as well. But you're gonna bring your right knee behind your right wrist, and then begin to scoot your left knee backwards. And so you don't have to go all the way.
This one's a really good one. It loosens up my whole, the whole part right here, my whole ass part right here.
Yeah.
This whole thing, it does something there that helps me with my back. This just helps me with my back a lot. Keep on going. I just have to interrupt, and I wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, definitely. It's loosening up your hip flexors on this extended leg, and then this leg that's bent right here, it's going to really loosen up definitely the butt and the IT band on the outside of your thigh. And so we have...
A while ago, I want to interrupt you. You mentioned gaze. Will you explain what gaze is?
Gaze, yeah, just where your eyes are. Where your eyes are going. That way, your spine stays in line with your neck, with your neck stays in line with your spine. So, like I was saying before, you just want everything to be aligned and not wonky, looking to the side, to the right, to the left.
And I'll be honest with you, when I first started yoga, I was all over the fucking place. I was a mess, Julianne, but I've gotten a lot better. My back is straight most of the time now, and it will take time. Don't get worried about it. You know what I mean? Why? That's funny. Lynette, I see you got rid of the bed. I had beds here for the dog. Yeah, we got rid of the bed. Yes, we cleaned up the place. You could have taken it. Okay, that's funny. They're always going to say funny stuff. So we got a question. Here goes. How often should you do yoga? A week, or for how long till you see some kind of result? I want to answer this, and then you answer it, okay? Julianne, I saw results after 30 days. It was like in the 25 to 30 day range that I saw results. I saw weight coming off, but I saw my back getting better after 30 days. So after 25 days. So you go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say at least try something for 21 days because it's not overwhelming. Try 20 minutes. Just wake up in the morning and say, I want to do this 10 minutes. You'll likely do it longer after that anyways because you'll start to feel better. But just try at least 21 days, I would say. Or if you're not doing it consistently, try doing it 2 to 3 times a week for 4 weeks.
That's actually a good attainable number. Yeah. Another person asked, will it help with arthritis? I don't think it'll heal arthritis, but it takes weight off those bones.
Yeah, there's a lot of people actually that have, issues with your wrists, and it's hard for them to practice yoga. So you'll have to find modifications, especially if you have arthritis in your wrist. It can help and alleviate some of the pain, but some of it you will have to find modifications for.
Okay, great. Show me something. So we got a joker. Her name's Lynette, or his name is Lynette, and he's always saying comments, but I read it. He asks, how much am I paying you to do this? Tell him.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
She took it upon her own will, guys. See that? Like that? I don't have to pay anybody to come here, guys. So she wants to be on the channel. She wanted to also help y'all out. So, guys, she takes time out of her day to come here. She's got a great podcast. She's recording. So she has a phone that's right here, and she's recording everything because this is going to air on your podcast at Beam, B-E-E-M.
Yeah, it's Beam Yoga, B-E-E-M Yoga.
Okay, there it is, guys.
Yeah.
What she said. you think, nope, sure don't. Not gonna read that one. So another person had asked a while ago something for. Let me see. We were talking, and then someone at hips in general, hamstrings.
Hamstrings. I want to go back because I showed pigeon as a modification. Though, if it brings too much pain, or you just feel like it's not for you right now, you can go into a figure 4 stretch. So either seated and just bring ankle to knee, and then let your right knee or opposite knee go out, or you can be lying down right here. So that's figure 4 stretch modification for pigeon pose. Hamstrings. So downward facing dog. Someone mentioned it in the comments earlier. How to do downward facing dog, and that would be your feet. So start in tabletop, and then flip your toes under. Just let your hips go up toward the ceiling. Your feet are about hip distance apart, and you're gonna have a bend in your knees, and push against the floor, and let your chest go toward your thighs. And you're trying to decompress your spine here, so this one's really nice for your back as well, and for lengthening your hamstrings. And then just look between towards the back of the wall.
You notice. Will you get back in that? Will you get back in? Notice downward. This is downward dog, but watch her knees. They bend, and that's what she's talking about. The hamstring move right there. So that would help up in the hamstring mood. I mean, right? Mm-hmm. You're bending it for a reason. I just learned that. I didn't know that. I've been doing that move since November, and just didn't ever realize that's probably why I get out of bed so easy. Guys, if you got another move that, or maybe you got a problem with shoulders. Someone did mention shoulders a while ago, right? Or was it back?
I think I mentioned shoulders.
Oh, she don't have shoulder problems. Yeah. Let me see what else somebody said. But downward dog and child's pose are 2 different moves. Show them downward dog. This is downward dog. Okay?
And so don't worry if your heels aren't to the ground. They're not really supposed to be unless you're at your maximum flexibility. But just work on kind of pedaling the heels out, bringing the heels up, and then push down. And then always come down to the knees and just come here. You can do this while you're watching TV. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Okay, keep on talking.
So, what else do we have? We have, for another good hamstring pose, we have triangle. It'll be a standing pose. But you're gonna bring your stance out wide. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle, so it's not forward, it's not parallel to the end, but there's just a slight 45-degree angle there. And then your front leg is forward. You want your knee to be tracking over your second or middle toe. And then this is really nice for lengthening the side of your back and stretching out your hamstring. So you'll bring your arms out, take a big inhale, and then exhale, bringing your arms to 6 and 12 on a clock. Keeping your gaze either down toward the floor or up toward the sky. And you can use, you don't have a block, do you?
No.
You can use a block or a book or something in order to have a little bit of bringing the floor closer to you, so you have some support. And you can just use your hand against the floor, against a block, or against your leg to aid you in that twist and the lengthening right here of your spine, the strengthening of your core, and the stretching of your hamstring.
I'm going to interrupt you. You have 2 questions, Julianne. The first one's from David Bandit. He's owner of JunkGuys Dallas. He asked, is there any health conditions that wouldn't allow someone to do yoga? Great question, David.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That is a really good question. You know, I think people with joint injuries, so wrist, knee problems, I know it can cure it, but depends on what your doctor says. So I would really just refer back to your doctor if you have something that you think might not allow you to do yoga. But there's, a little bit of movement, I think should be okay.
Okay, great. Another question from Lynette, 21. She's the jokester. Her and Brandon are big time jokesters in the room. They always give me shit. She asked, why am I sitting here not doing anything? That's a great question, because it's her show and I want to introduce her to y'all. Okay, that's the first question. Second reason is, what's up with the... Okay, we're not going to answer that. What are your favorite moves? What is your favorite move? That's a great question, Lynette. Holy shit, she's coming out strong right now. And then Brandon, the other joker, asked a question right after that. So what is your favorite move, Julian?
I think anything involving the hips, I think a favorite of mine is honestly just low lunge here. You can do so much with it. You really want to be, so as you're in low lunge, knee over the ankle, not going past the toes, you're keeping it back here. And you're pushing the floor away from you. You can really feel your core and you can do so much with it. You can put your knee down, you can come up, lean back, twist. I think that's probably a favorite of mine. And it opens up the hips and it just feels so good to open up the hips. So.
Opening the hips?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No.
Listen, to me it's just an exercise. To her, she gets like, these are the way yoga people talk. They really talk like this. I don't. I'm like, fuck my hands up in the air, you know what I mean? Here we go, another one. Everybody let's see, what's up with the rainbow glasses? Actually, I had rainbow glasses on, but they keep on fogging up. They were right here and then they fogged up, so, but that chick is Julienne. Yeah, that's her name. Okay, her photo can be found on the yoga website. Yes, her photo can be found on the yoga website to confirm. Is that correct? So people went to the website.
Oh, to YogaPod?
Yeah. So she's from yogapod.com if you want to check it out. She's got pictures on there.
Yeah.
And if you want him to stay away, okay, goodbye. You don't gotta be glad. You gotta. Okay, so here we go. They ask crazy questions on here. We're not going to look at those. One of my biggest moves that I did was downward dog, and that's how I think was one of the reasons why my back got a lot better. Do you have moves primarily for the back that are the best ones to use for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all of the ones that I just went through are good. Maybe not the low lunge twisting probably isn't good, but all of the ones that I just went over were good before that one. Another one, Happy Baby, is...
Oh, I do this one a lot. This one's good.
This is good just before bed, or super easy to do. Bringing your knees to the chest and out wide on the outside of your rib cage, and then grabbing the outsides of your feet and just bringing the bottoms of the feet straight to the ceiling and just allowing the knees to come down toward the floor. So that'll be your Happy Baby pose, and you can rock back and forth and kind of extend one leg, extend the other leg for another hamstring stretch as well.
There you go, guys. There you go. She showed some moves. If y'all want to see some other stuff, just bring it up. She's going to come back and sit down right now. But we're going to take a look at some of the other things. So we're going to explain a few things about this yoga things, and I'm going to put this back up here for a second. Ricardo, going to be lucky later, guys. Okay. No. Brandon, appreciate that. Looking out for me, but no thanks right now. So as I did my journey, and I was in November, and I was dragging my ass and dragging my feet, Julian, to come to yoga. I never expect it would work. I would never expect it would work. It is. Do you have? I try to motivate my guys all the time on these videos. I'm always motivating them, trying to tell them to start their own business. What do you have to tell them to motivate them to start their own business? I mean, to start doing yoga. I'm sorry.
I think it's just, you have to want to do it. It's about self-care and just starting again with the 10 minutes a day where you're giving yourself that time, and it'll build up over time that you'll start to want to do it. Because I know it's hard to get out of bed in the morning, or it's rainy, or it's 6 a.m. or earlier.
It's horrible.
Or getting home from work, I know you're tired, but maybe while you're cooking and something is on the stove, just get on the floor and do a couple of super simple moves. Maybe even write a list of 5 moves that you want to do every day.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Go through them, cross them off every day. I find such joy in crossing off my accomplishments of the day. And so,
Oh, so you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't, she's fit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like with that and just with to-do lists in general. So, I think that would be my motivational advice for how to get started. Because you won't always want to do it in the beginning if you have never done it before, and you're not going to be good at it in the beginning, and that's okay. It's just a process.
Brandon asked a question. He says, so why is yoga instructor on YouTube live in your facility is the question. So I think he's asking me, why am I doing a video like this when I never talk about, well, I've talked about yoga and people ask me all the time. The reason is, guys, it's helped me. I help y'all with information about SEO, about social media, about website. I help y'all with that all the time. And we're always talking about how to, do this and do that, or building your business. If you're going to build your business correctly and you want to be healthy, one of the main things you want to do is be flexible, be strong, be able to get out of bed and just do it. This is just goes on the same topic of starting your own business. This is about being healthy and being able to do your business. Well, fuck it. If you want to make money, you want to stay healthy, yoga's one of the things I did. And I'm going to tell you, my knee's been so much better. I'm going to tell you, my knee hurts me right now, Julianne. It hurts me. But a year ago, I'll tell you this, in November, it would hurt me 10 times more.
Yeah.
It hurts right now. Right now, my knee hurts. My back hurts 0. In November, my back was at 100%. No shit. I was having trouble doing this. You see that? See that I did that? Look at that. Look at that. No problem doing that. And I'm just being honest with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with y'all. That's what yoga's done for me. But my knee still hurts. I'm not going to bullshit you. There's no reason. I'm very transparent in these videos that I do. So I'm trying to be honest with the people. Seriously, what about aquatic yoga for the people with arthritis?
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, I think that would definitely be a good option. I've personally never done aquatic yoga before, so I can't really speak too much to it, but I know like aerobics in the water is amazing for...
Shit, anything in the water is good.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's for people lose weight.
It can't be hard on your joints at all, so I definitely think that would be a good option for you.
I get more limber the more I drink.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
That's not quite the same, but...
Yeah, Brandon, sure. And we have a summit in October, and we'll have everybody here. Maybe you can come out and show people.
Cool.
Because Drop and Go Dumpster says when I come down there, we all have a yoga class available.
Oh, that would be really cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then I'd have to pay her to come out, guys. That's going to come out of the fee that I charge everybody this year. Guys, the journey that I took in yoga has impressed me. It is impressive. A lot of people, I tell y'all to go build the website. People go and build the website. I tell y'all to do SEO. People do SEO. And then I get these comments every fucking day. And I love these comments. I got a phone call from a guy just the other day in Las Vegas, and he said, Ricardo, I quit my job because of you. I started making money. I'm really owe it all to you, Ricardo. Well, you know why? Because he believed in me. He believed in what I sold him and what was costing him 0 amount of money, but he sold on the product. I'm telling you, yoga will do the same thing to you. And this is why I invited Julianne over, but not only that, to promote her product too, which was her podcast.
Beam Yoga.
Yeah, Beam Yoga. She's going to say it again in just a second.
Yeah.
I got a question here from A1 Junk Removal. You have invest your business, so investing. Ooh,
I was going to say it.
I'll let you read it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You invest in your business, so you invest in yourself also. If you invest in yourself, it'll come back to your business, and you'll have more confidence, you'll feel better, you'll have more energy, you'll want to get out there and do something more for your business. So
great comment,
it.
David. You know, David's a quiet guy. He doesn't say much. I personally know him. So Drop and Goes from Tennessee. You got Clutter Brothers. They're in New Mexico. You got Dustin. He's somewhere around. Yeah, until you hit the wall and go bankrupt. Okay, that's funny. Good one, Dustin. So is there anything else you want to say before we get off this channel, or we want to talk about? Or maybe if you got questions, guys, how about that? If we got questions for Julian, that'd be a great thing. But other than that, I'm going to let her rant if you want to rant.
There was one more thing that I had read earlier this year that I thought was really cool. Is this a study, and just so I'll say it so y'all can look it up. It was by the National Institute of Health that they published in 2015. But I thought it was so cool that they said people who practice yoga regularly had brain tissue that helped them cope better with pain tolerance. So that was a study they did that they had published, and I just thought that was a really interesting point, just how it'll affect your brain. It's more, even though it'll help with physical ailments, it'll also help your brain.
I think, Julian, it's because you're feeling positive about yourself.
Yeah.
You're able to lift that fridge. You're able to lift, that garbage, and you're feeling better about yourself, and mentally it goes up to your head.
Yeah, and it's biological what's happening, and it's transforming your brain from the inside out. And so I just thought that was a really interesting point, especially I'm sure from the work that y'all do, y'all have so much pain that comes to your body.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll just have more resilience by treating your body with yoga.
A big question is, and I'm going to answer this for all the guys because someone answered it. Will this help you get chicks?
I mean, you'll feel more confident, so it can't hurt.
There it is, guys.
And there's a bunch of chicks in yoga, so...
Yes, there is a lot of women in yoga.
Yeah,
there is a lot of women in yoga. Guys, it's just a part of your life that you have to include. I wish someone told me this like 2 years ago to try yoga, and I just didn't do it. I would have prolonged so much. And I can tell the difference, Julian, because when I lift a lift the fridge in the past, I used to just get under it and put all my fucking might. I'm talking about, I'd put my hands in there and I just lift. I'm like, straining my back and everything, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to do my moves right now. So, and then I'd put everything into it and then, lift it and then and throw it in the trailer. And now these days, I don't put too much power into it.
Yeah.
I'm using my knees. I'm using my back.
Perfect. Yeah.
Lifting it in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really, when you're lifting, you're using your legs. You're using your glutes, your quads. You have so much strength in your legs. So really, just bend down. Don't allow your back to round. Can you see me?
Yeah. See you.
Like
Good.
that.
You're
When
right
you're
there.
picking something up, you're bending at the knees, at the hips, and keeping your back straight. So you want it to be really, really straight whenever you pick something up, and that'll also help your back pain or prevent back pain.
Supreme Empire Joe, he's in Las Vegas also. He asked, hey man, were you going to show us, do you have a cool move you can show these guys? Like one where you're levitating or something like that?
I mean, I can't do that, but
Not literally, but something where you're like your handstand or something like that. Okay, so there's, hold, I'm gonna introduce this move. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I don't wanna know yet. But there's some moves, Joe, great question, Joe. There's moves that are virtually impossible in yoga, okay? They are so fucking difficult, and I want to learn these moves. So she is a master at these. She knows what she's doing, so she's gonna show a move. But I want you to notice something. Watch how she gets off the air somehow, but she'll have parts of her on the floor. Just watch. Go ahead and explain it.
Okay. Hopefully it'll work because I have a sweater on, but okay. It's called crow pose. So I'm gonna be, you'll see.
Watch her back feet. Shit!
Side crow.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm gonna scoot the camera up just a bit closer for side crow, okay? I want to show this off to the guys. These. Okay, watch this. Holy shit. Oh man, that is awesome. That's so hard to do. So when when they do this in class, I'm going to tell you, there's about one or two people that can actually physically do it in class, and usually it's an instructor and some really good fucking chick inside the class.
Yeah.
There is this one dude. Have you noticed that dude? He's a blonde dude. He's stout, stacked. He can do all the fucking moves.
Okay.
But I asked him, he used to be a gymnast. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to
You
be in
have to
construction.
practice.
Yeah. You know, this it came naturally to him. You know, we've been on here for 45 minutes. Wow. So you brought some notes. This is an interview for me too at the same time. I mean, kind of interviewing. Do you have any questions for me or anything like that we want to exchange?
I've just really enjoyed hearing your story. I didn't know a lot about it or all the details of it, so it was really cool hearing your story. If anyone else has any other questions about yoga or anything related, I've really said most of my notes that I wanted to say. Really just the main points to go back through them in order to kind of self-correct. Start paying attention more to your posture. Yoga will help a lot more with your posture whenever you're, and to avoid slouching and stop avoiding exercise. I think those are points that we can all kind of have ingrained in our head. I have a desk job as well all day long, so I'm kind of hunched over. So you just have a different aura about you whenever you're standing up straight, standing tall. Yoga will help with that. And just to start training your abdominal muscles, that will help so much with any kind of pain you're experiencing in your hips or in your back. And it'll help as well as you grow old, just like so many people are.
Man, what she just said, I'm actually knowing this is going to help me when I get older.
Into your 80s, you know, like you don't want to have issues with getting off the toilet, and so do it now. I had issues getting off the toilet. No, I did. My back was that bad. Yeah, I would like, oh God, I don't want to take, no way. Beast Mode asked, are we in the gym or are we in the studio? Beast Mode, we're in the studio. You've been in here before. What the hell? So people are asking if I'm going to do a move. Listen, if you want me to do one move, I'll do cricket. What is it? What did you do? Where you were on? Crow?
Crow. I can do crow if y'all want me to. Not something I want to do, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
She'll have to hold the camera, but I'll try it.
Let's do downward dog too, because I know they wanted you to do downward dog, and I can like kind of tweak it a little bit and make it better.
Okay.
And, yeah.
So here, where do you teach? One more time.
Yeah, I teach at Yoga Pod in Dallas. There's yoga pods all over the country, Colorado, Florida.
Now, let's not talk about those. Fuck those.
Well, I know they're
on that.
everywhere there. But yeah, so you can look it up online, but Yoga Pod Dallas. And as hottest studio, if you want to go the hot route, but there's also options for non-heated class.
I'm liking the non-heated classes lately.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
And that chick Bonnie, she's a beast.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, she's a beast. She's good. Here we go. Finally, he says finally because I'm going to do a move.
Yeah.
Okay, Dustin Rose, do you want to take this question?
So I'm 6'6". Do I read it? I'm 6'6" and 250 pounds. Sorry if I wasn't supposed to say that. That's a huge fish flopping in the gym yoga mat. Going to need more confidence to be able to go to class. Start at home and just start doing that 10 minutes. No one's watching, but just start at home. There's so many videos on YouTube that will search beginner yoga.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. No. I don't know if doing it by yourself is going to help you. She says it works, but to me, my whole thing was walking in the fucking gym. Dustin, fuck, you're 6'6", 250, dude. Yeah. You're a big motherfucker. Get your ass up. Walk into the gym, dude. I mean, you're a big dude. Walk your ass into the gym. You can do this, man. Hell, I can do it. I'm 6'1", 300 pounds. I walk in there. I'm 6'1", 252 now. Dustin, dude, who cares what people say? It's your health. And start off small. Do one class.
That's good.
Walk to the fucking gym.
It's your health. It's your life. People at a yoga studio, try out different studios because there's so many different energies in the yoga studios, and you might find some that you don't like that much. You don't connect with the teacher, you don't connect with the staff. Maybe they're not as friendly, but you'll find one that fits your personality.
Yeah, see, these guys relate. They're all like what we are, you know.
Yeah.
Beast mode, he says it's hard to stay motivated by yourself at home.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it. She might recommend it. We're not, like I said, we're going to be transparent on this and we're going to be honest. Being at home, doing it by yourself did not work for me, because what I do is I get up and go eat. I get up and watch TV while I'm fucking trying to do this. You know what I mean? Well, this guy gives you a compliment. He gave you a compliment. He said it's making it difficult because of how the way you look. Okay. So anyway, you know, the thing about it is going to the gym is the way to do it, man. Just go to a yoga place. Go to a late class, because there's not a lot of people in late classes. Am I correct?
Yeah.
If you're scared of going to the gym, go to the latest fucking class they got. It's always, don't go to the ones during like the middle of the fucking day, like 4 or 5. Those are going to be packed. People are getting off work. If you're ashamed or but you want to go to the gym and you want to get some kind of work, go to the late ones, because the late ones have all the lazy ass people. Not that yoga people have lazy ass people, but I noticed the late classes always have the people that don't want to, you know what I mean?
Or maybe you don't have to get up early the next morning, so
Right.
that's fine for your schedule. Yeah, just find something that suits your schedule. Google all of the yoga studios in your area. See where you can get a free class or a free week or $15 for a week of all the classes.
Yeah, and y'all offer, right now, YogaPod offers 30 for 30, which is 30 go ahead.
Yeah, we offer $30 for 30 days. So if you go every day, it's $1 a day for a yoga class where you're bettering yourself, bettering your health. And I mean, that's as cheap, you can't get cheaper than that. So, yeah.
Some gyms actually have free videos in a room. My gym does. Dustin says that.
Cool.
So it's trying to help. Okay, guys, I'm going to do my move. I'm going to do my move.
Yeah, cool. Ready?
I just want let's just talk for a second.
You're
It is lonely, Dustin. I'm stalling.
Right
Yeah,
now.
I'm stalling. Julian noticed that I'm stalling. I'm going to do one fucking move. I'll do 2 moves. Cricket, or what is it called?
Crow.
Crow? Crows eat crickets, same fucking deal with me, okay? What is after the 30? Oh, what is it after the 30 days? What do y'all charge? $99.
Our prices recently changed, and I don't have it memorized.
129 or 99 to 129, somewhere in there. But beast mode, just try the 30 for 30.
Yeah,
you know what
30
I mean?
for 30, and then
see if
see
you
what
like it.
happens after that. If you think it's worth it,
Thank you, Dustin.
which it is.
Okay, so we're gonna do my move now. I'm gonna proceed to try 2 moves. I'm gonna do the cricket move, which is crow, and then I'm gonna try downward dog, and she's gonna correct me on downward dog. My downward dog is so fucking awful, but she knows it. That's why she wants me to try it, you know? So let me line up the camera first, really fast. Why don't you stand right there so I can see where the camera, move that out of the way. All right, guys, so here goes. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, do it, shit. I'm gonna fuck this up. All right, so we got a good mat. I'm gonna elevate.
Have you ever had anyone correct your downward dog?
No, not really. No,
Not one-on-one.
not really. All right.
So, and is this your first of the day? So.
No, this isn't the first of the day. I already did yoga this
Oh, you
morning.
did? Okay.
Yeah, at my place.
All right, cool. Well, so he's in plank right now. So lifting your hips up toward the ceiling. As you send your chest closer to your thighs, bring your feet a little bit wider so that they're like in line with your hips. Yeah, perfect. That's good. And then rotate your heels in just slightly, so opposite direction. So you see the very inside of your heels, only just a little bit. So come out, yeah, rotate out. Yeah, so just slightly, so that the outsides of your feet are parallel to the mat. And then spreading your fingers really, really wide. And then
Just spreading the fingers is really important. Let them know about what the hell I'm doing.
yeah, so he's spreading his fingers really, really wide. And to protect your wrist in this pose, you're gonna, as your fingers are wide, you're pressing most firmly into your pinkies and your thumbs, and then a little less firmly through the other 3 pads of your fingers. So maybe rewind that later and go back through it. But that way you're taking the pressure away from this part of your wrist, and from the palm of your hand, and you're using the strength of your fingers.
It works. The thing works. So I'm going to try to proceed to do cricket. Notice I will get my feet off the ground. I've done this before, guys. Don't worry. Here we go. Cricket time, which is called crow. So I always start in the downward dog. I get my position.
And then you're bringing your knees up as high on your triceps or back of the arms as possible. And there, he's floating there.
Look at my back feet, guys!
So
I did!
It's on video.
It's on video!
Nice.
So what did I hold it for, like 2-3 seconds?
Yeah, for 3 probably.
3 seconds. 3 fucking seconds. See, dude, 252 pounds doing this shit. Dustin, you were saying you're 6'6", 250 something pounds. I just did it right there. So there we go.
Yay!
Okay, I hope y'all are amused by that. I hope y'all are amused with it. No, it's not Lynette. It's not Lynette. Damn. Lynette replaced. No, not. They think there's some girls like that. All right, guys. Wow. We're out here for 50 minutes again. So what we're going to do, we're going to let Julienne, God, jeez, something came in my mouth. Julienne, please advertise your podcast. So Julienne has a podcast. She had mentioned it in the gym one day. You mentioned it in the gym, and then it attracted me to you. I was like, oh shit, I gotta ask her. I want to ask her about it because I want to do podcast. Marvin, who's one of my biggest listeners here, he said, Ricardo, you got to do podcast. Marvin, are you there? Are you still there, Marvin? And Marvin said that he listened to me all the time. And then after Marvin mentioned it, I had more people saying, where's Ricardo do podcasts and stuff. So I really don't understand it. Can you just, oh, there's a compliment. You want to say?
Oh, thank you, Marvin. Appreciate it.
And, you know, the thing was, I want to do podcasts. And what is a podcast exactly? What is that?
So a podcast is just the audio part. So there's no video, so it's so easy to listen to maybe while you're getting ready in the morning, on your drive to work. You can find podcasts. I like to listen on Stitcher a lot, but there's Podcast One. You can find podcasts on Spotify.
I use it at Spotify.
iTunes. I don't know, there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many of them. But just, you know what, there's 2. Apple and Spotify,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Just do those 2 because they're the best ones, really. They're Spotify. I use Spotify. Google Podcast is the best. Oh, really? Google has a podcast? That's the one I'm doing, Marvin. Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm going to do Google Podcast. So I'm going to try it a couple of times, see what kind of audience I get, and then throw in the link below, and then I'll put yours on my link too.
Awesome.
Okay? And again, your podcast, one more time.
Yeah.
So she does, and I want to explain it I want to do it like they're little kids. Okay? Guys, I'm going to do it idiot mode. She does a podcast where, like a radio interview, right?
Right.
Radio interview, almost like once a week or something like that?
Once a week. I have about 10 out right now. I'm going to have a little bit of a pause and I'll come back out with some more later this year. But yeah, I have 10 out right now, and mine is called, my website is projectbeam, BEEM.com, but my podcast is Beam Yoga, BEEM Yoga, and that's on Spotify.
So if I get on Spotify and I put in Beam, BEEM Yoga.com, or just that?
Just Beam Yoga on Spotify when you're searching for the podcast.
And that will be able to, I'll find your what do you call it, right?
Yes, I wonder if I can show you. So it'll say, right, oh, go away. Right here, Beam Yoga, Julianne Hankins, and that's me. So.
Okay.
And I have, some episodes out, all about 15 to 20 minutes long. And it's talking about yoga teachers and their intro into yoga, how they got into it, and their favorite topic to teach during class.
There you go, guys. So if y'all can join her podcast, that'd be really great. Or just listen to it. Shit.
Yeah.
Just listen to it, guys. That'd be cool. I listened to a full one when you had Melissa Mayo.
Awesome.
And it was interesting to me. The thing was, I didn't understand what the fuck y'all were talking about.
Yeah.
Good
yeah.
30 minutes into this thing, or 20 minutes into it, I still didn't know what y'all were talking about. it was cool just hearing your interview process, because I do interview people all the time. You know, guys, you're the first woman I've ever had in here, and I hope the guys appreciate that, because I mean they're saying good positive things about it, and I appreciate that. And this video, what happens is now this video is live, and then I publish it, and then it goes on YouTube, and then people will see this video over and over and over, and then I'll make money off of it, and you won't make money, nothing off of it. The position of car goes in the right, and it's called dying. Okay, there you go. So Brandon last comment said that he'll have to get some yoga pants just to stretch what I was stretching, huh? But y'all did see me, and I want to say something. Y'all did see my hands get right, my legs get off the ground. Y'all saw that, right? It was like 3 seconds. No shit, everybody saw that. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
On film.
Hey, no problem, Joe. I appreciate everybody, guys, and I want to thank everybody for staying tuned. Check out Julianne at Beam Yoga on Spotify, on Apple, and all that other Twitch and stuff, Snitch and all that good stuff like that. And I'm going to put it in the link below, somewhere like that. Somewhere I'll put it in the link. She's going to send me the link, and I'm going to throw it down there in the next couple of days. But anyway, guys, you want to say anything on the way out?
Thanks for joining and listening to us, and yeah.
Do you want to do the outro?
No.
Okay, well, the outro's like this, the outro's. Hold on one side. I say, hey guys, check out my videos on that side, and subscribe on this side, and check out my other videos on that side.
Okay.
All right, guys, so I'll talk to y'all later, and don't forget,
Subscribe on this side, and check out other videos on that side.
there you go. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.